What an introduction.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For those of you who don't know, Marcela and I are great friends. And in the beginning of the show, I remember having this conversation with her about like taking the leap and doing what you love.
I had a feeling that story would come up.
And it's totally coming full circle because, Marcela, you are here because of your amazing skills as a photographer, specifically a wedding and engagement photographer.
Yes.
You've been able to travel the world and capturing some of the most beautiful moments of people's lives. And you do it consistently, and it's amazing work. Let's talk about the start of it. Like, how did this all begin?
Oh my gosh, well that's a long story. Where do I begin? I've been doing photography since I was 16. And I've always like just had this like admiration and just like passion for it, but it wasn't ever anything that I was actually actively discouraged to pursue it because I was told like there's no money in it, there's no future in it. And so I went to school and like I got my degree in psychology because I thought that would be like something that would be more sustainable.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like 4 years ago that I just kind of was just like, you know, like this isn't what I want to do. I wanted to pursue photography, and I just kind of like dove headfirst into it. And so like I'll tell this the story that I told you, because it was just like I'd been going through like a really difficult time. I was unemployed in Portland. I'd been doing photography part-time for like about a year, and it was just like everything that could possibly go wrong all at once did. And I was just really struggling, and it was just kind of like the icing on the cake was that I broke my ankle just as I was like unemployed, right? Trying to find a job, and I was like, well, I can't go to job interviews with a broken ankle.
Yeah.
And I just kind of took that as an opportunity to like really start pursuing photography full time. And I was just like, I remember like being there in the cast, and like I couldn't meet clients face to face, so I was doing like video calls with clients, and I'd like show them my like cast in the ankle, and just to be like, I'll be all set by your wedding, I promise.
Oh, no.
But everybody was really awesome about it, and I ended up booking out for like the full year, and I was just like, I guess this is what I'm doing now.
That's absolutely incredible. I would imagine there's a lot of nerves that come up when you make that jump.
So the thing is, like, this is what I wanted to do so badly, and I just don't feel like I would have had the balls to do it otherwise.
Yeah.
It was like I literally had to be pushed into a circumstance where like I had no other option or way out.
Yeah, and that's how long ago did you establish that first year?
That was like a little, like 2.5 years ago now?
Yeah. And as a friend of yours, you're always out of town. Like, it's really hard to like get you out for a dinner date or something, because you're like, oh no, I'm in Hawaii, it's wedding season.
Which it's dying down now. So like I just got back from like the craziest 2 weeks of travel for work, and it was like absolutely amazing. But I'm really excited now for the winter to just be home. And like enjoying like the Pacific Northwest, like autumn and winter.
I think what is truly to be admired is you taking that jump, you know, to do the thing that you truly love. And I think what I want to represent with this show is people just like you, and normalizing that, because you bring so much to the table when you do what you truly love.
Well, likewise with you in the show. I mean, obviously, like that's why I come and support you and what you do. And it's just because like it shows when you're passionate about something. You know, when you really give a shit about what you're doing. And it's really awesome.
And well, let's turn it back on you.
Okay.
Now I'm blushing. I'm sure there's a lot of technical skills and a lot of like putting out fires when you are on set. Like, I mean, you don't even work on a set. You're usually out on the beach or like, you know, out in some remote place.
Well, it's funny because like that's literally what happened this weekend. Because I was just in Maui, like you mentioned. I shot a wedding there on Friday, and the bride chose this beautiful, like incredible venue, specifically because there was like on one side there was like a mountain covered in fog, and on the other side there was just like a full view of Maui. And so like she set aside an hour and a half to do portraits. with that landscape, and
Yeah.
it was pouring rain for an hour straight.
Oh no.
And yeah, and like she even made the comment of like, if I knew it was going to be like this, I would have gotten married in Oregon or would have gotten a cheaper venue.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So this is when the psychology degree comes in, right?
Yeah, and it's just like, yes, it comes in handy every so often. But it's just like, I know what to do to get a good portrait, and like I'll do it. And like we created some beautiful like dramatic lighting indoors where we could.
Yeah.
But like as soon as I saw the like rain start to just kind of dwindle down, I was like, all right, grab an umbrella, we're going out there. And it ended up working out beautifully, and we got just like the perfect sunset light, and
Yeah.
it was just awesome.
Yeah, you really create magical
Thank you.
moments, and you hold these magical moments for the rest of these people's lives,
Yeah.
you know, on a very important day for them.
Well, I am constantly just kind of like humbled by the experience, because like these couples bring me into like such a big day of their life and like trust me to capture that moment for them.
Yeah.
And I don't take that for granted.
Yeah, yeah. I was on your website earlier, and the way you present it is quite beautiful, and
Thank you.
once again, just completely stunning images. You have even a blog form
Yeah.
where you tell stories and about the scenario. You actually put the picture in its frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I also have a history of like journalism, and I
Yeah.
was always like, I read a lot, I was always a writer, and so it's nice that I can kind of tie both aspects of that together and kind of tell the story of the couple and their wedding day together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For all of my audience who's now like just wondering, they're like, how can I see these images?
Yeah.
How can they find you online?
The easiest way would be Instagram, of course, and it's marcela.jpg. It's marcela.jpg. And from there you can find my website and my email and everything.